Lamar Jackson with a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. They'll try and run with Ingram. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking long for Thomas. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down.
Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ballgame.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Shotgun now for Breeze. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. Well, switching gears, CD, I got to tell you, it's always sad now that football's over. We've got a long wait until Thursday, September 10th.
It's okay.
I know, but
okay.
September 10th.
A little misty there.
That's when the 101st season starts. We just finished off season 100. I don't know. What are we going to do till then?
Well, I'm going to rest and relax a little bit, and so are you, but you're exactly right. It won't take us long to start to say, okay, when does camp start? How about OTAs, mini camps? We'll follow the draft. We'll do all the football things. But there'll be nothing like Thursday, September 10th, 2020. And they'll likely be in Arrowhead, right? They'll likely be there for Kansas City. I know it's not a given, but after winning the Super Bowl, after a 50-year wait with that organization and that franchise and family, oh, that game's going to be there that Thursday.
The big fella, he's at the 40. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 61 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw is Breeze. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line.
I don't think we'll ever get enough of watching one-handed catches, and when they pay off, they are spectacular. But how about the times they don't pay off, and coaches go, two hands still works.
I know, but they go for them so often now that I'm almost starting to take them for granted.
Yeah, that's unbelievable, isn't it? Because these are sensational type plays.
Especially that one with the defender right there. All the yards, completions, just another play that's a feather in the cap of the great career of Drew Brees.
And wasn't he supposed to be too small to be an effective quarterback in the NFL?
Yeah, how'd that work out?
Yeah, well, his footwork, I think, really sets him apart. Remember, he was a junior tennis champion, beat Andy Roddick, the future U.S. Open champion, back when they were in the juniors. I think that footwork really helps him be the great quarterback he is now.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Into the red zone, it's Brees. That's caught, it's Thomas. And he's brought down. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be second and goal. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal.
Here we go.
Now Brees. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. They'll roll him out right. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they and no movement for the field goal unit to break this tie. They're going to go for this thing. 4th and goal. Here we go. Brees going to go on 4th down. Looking long for Thomas. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Thomas, the intended target. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, 89 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Brees, he's going to let this one go deep. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now Brees. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. They go play action here on 1st down. Complete. Smith has it. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A gain of 32 that time. Offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You got to call all these big plays and have all this emotion each time they go at each other.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. On 2nd and 2, Breeze got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
Now still down 1. Here's an utterly critical extra point attempt here. And it is good. There were about 70,000 people about to turn blue from holding their breaths. But it's good, and this Super Bowl is tied. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to the 30. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. We've had some wild Super Bowl finishes recently. 49 in Arizona, 51 in Houston, now this one. This is Harris. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Back to throw, Breeze. He gets it to Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Here's Breeze to throw. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Breeze going to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. It's a safety blitz and a sack for Earl Thomas.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it.
A breakaway for Michael Thomas. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas with time running out. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute.
And that score in this time frame That's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears. They get it done. How about that score?
Finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.